Need something? Until next time.
What happened to you, Pavel?
The Forsworn have taken Kolskager mine. We're the only ones left.
Gods. You two head inside and get some rest. I'll send word to the Jarl. You lost? That I do. If you want to grab a pickaxe and dig up some iron, feel free. I'll pay for anything you bring me. Maybe you can help me. Of course. Of course. It's all in this note. Seems Kolskager mine got hit by Forsworn. Those madmen get more bold every season. Pavo and Gat are the only survivors. I'll be sending word to the Jarl about this, but I don't know when help will come. I'm sure Pavel would be grateful, and we'd all rest a little easier. But that's nonsense. You can't handle a group of Forsworn by yourself. If their axes don't get you, their magic will. Right then.
Yeah.
First time in Markarth, traveler? Take my advice. You see anything, don't get involved. The city guard will take care of it. See? There you go, getting involved. Don't ask too many questions in Markarth. Safer for everyone that way. Head on in. Keep your nose clean, and you won't have any problems with us. Best not cause any trouble on my watch.
Bloodiest beef in the Reach.
The finest jewelry in all of Markarth. A bit of jewelry for your journey home.
What are you doing?
Be careful.
What are you doing?
Lovely on my sister.
The Reach belongs to the Forsworn.
What's that?
The bloodiest beef in the Reach.
The finest jewelry in all of Markarth. A bit of jewelry for your journey home.
I'm on your
Be
side.
careful.
This pendant
The
would
Reach
look
belongs to
lovely
the
on my
Forsworn.
sister.
The bloodiest beef in the Reach.
The finest jewelry in all of Markarth.
You want a
Bit of
cut of
jewelry
venison or
for your
mutton?
journey
Of
home.
course
I'm
you
on
do.
your side.
This pendant would look
Once
lovely on
more,
my
I'm gonna
sister.
have to kill you. What are you doing?
By the Divines, the Forsworn are here in the city.
Everyone stay back. The Markarth City Guard have this all under control. There are no Forsworn here.
Redguard craftsmanship
Gods.
in every piece.
A woman. Are you alright? Did you see what happened?
Damn, another body to get rid of.
A Forsworn. Strange. Oh, I think you dropped this. Some kind of note. Looks important. No. I was just getting some fresh air. My note? No, that's yours. Must have fallen out of your pocket.
By the gods, that man nearly killed me. You saved my life. Thank you. Here. I was gonna bring this to my sister, but I think you should have it. No. I don't have any idea. I was just shopping for a pendant for my sister back in the Imperial City. I've heard of them. Something... I'm sorry. I don't know anymore. I'm just visiting here from Cyrodiil.
Did you see that, madman? A Forsworn agent. Think he worked down at the smelter. A lot of laborers there are sympathetic to the Forsworn. They promise people they'll kill off all the Nords that rule over the Reach. Nothing but murderers and saboteurs.
We'll handle things from here.
Ruined
Move
my
along.
entire day.
I said move along. The Forsworn are just a bunch of madmen. We have everything under control. Stay out of it. I'll take my leave then.
We'll handle things from here. Move along.
The finest jewelry in all of Markarth.
Need something? Take a look. Mm-hmm.
Good evening. Take a look. Good day.
Redguard
Bloodiest beef in the
craftsmanship
Reach.
in every piece. What is this?
A nail?
Is that what you call it? In the Legion, we would have called it useless. Look how brittle the metal is.
I'm sorry. I just, well, the forge gets so hot and I thought...
You thought what? You would skip a step? Not heat the metal all the way through? Useless. Now do it again.
A little bit of old reach magic can cure whatever ails you. Comes with living to a ripe old age. People start thinking there's something magical about you. Then, the insults. Still, a little knowledge of plants and potions can get you by. Not that anyone likes to admit buying things from you. See? I even have a little potion for the steward. Mind handing it over to him? Just say it should solve that problem he has. Thank you. We'd be better off without the Silverbloods. They send their brute, Ingvar, to shake some coins from me every few days. And Betrid Silverblood is always asking for more potions to fuel Thonar's ambitions. Gives him a temper fiercer than any bear. Only that they break an old woman's heart. So many friends, so many kin, all lost trying to rebuild a past that was over long ago. Now, you let me know if you need a cure, or anything else.
You don't know anything about this house?
No.
Anyone seen entering or leaving? Any strange lights or unusual noises?
It's abandoned, and it's always been abandoned.
Don't bother.
I'm the Jarl's personal blacksmith, but that doesn't mean I can't sell you a few pieces for a fair price.
What are you hiding, priest?
I'm not hiding anything. It's closed for a reason.
Typical Imperial lies. First, you take away Talos. Now you're keeping us from seeing our honored dead? You and the Jarl will answer for any desecration of my ancestors' bodies.
That's enough, Thongvor. We're done.
You there. You another Imperial puppet? Answer me. Finally, someone with decent sense. The Empire is destroying everything Skyrim stands for. Honor, pride, mighty Talos. Jarl Igmund can't ignore us for much longer. What did the Silverblood family has to say? That's a true Nord hero. A legend. So great that the Divines themselves lifted his soul into the heavens and made him a god. He founded the Empire, and now they've turned their back on him to appease the elves. Elves. Do the elves rule Skyrim, or do the Nords? They started the Great War, nearly destroyed the Imperial City. Then the Emperor took the coward's way out and surrendered. Now, the elves dictate everything we do, and they don't want us acknowledging a mere human like Talos as the god he is. Stay out of trouble in my city.
If you see any signs of Talos worship, it's your obligation to report them to me. As if this craggy wretch of a city could give birth to a superiorly bred Mer such as myself. No, I'm not from Markarth. I was sent here to lead the Thalmor's interests in this corner of Skyrim. It's my mission to root out all Talos worship in this city. It's a religious matter. The Thalmor do not recognize Talos as a god. He was only a man, and does not deserve a place in our pantheon. The Empire has agreed to accept our beliefs, and its citizens have a responsibility to cease their heretical worship. You're awfully inquisitive, aren't you? I like that. Perhaps you'd care to solve a little problem I'm having. Ogmund the Scowled. He's old, respected, and I know for a fact that he worships Talos in his home. But the Jarl has been hesitant to call for his arrest. I want you to break into his home and find evidence. We're the ruling body of the Old Mary Dominion. Saviors of Mer. Victors of the Great War. The Empire exists because we allow it to exist. And I'm here to make sure the Jarl of Markarth remembers that. The Thalmor saved all of Elvenkind during the Oblivion Crisis. We've been watching over our lands for 200 years. We refounded the Old Mary Dominion, an alliance between us and our Bosmer cousins. You might know them from their common name, Wood Elves. We intend to prove the superiority of Mer over man, 1 century at a time. All right then. Oh.
Yes. All right then.
Not now. All right then.
What can I do for you?
Ondolimar is the commander of the Thalmor in Markarth.
You! Who are you to approach the Jarl of Markarth? Very well. You may approach the mournful throne, but watch your words.
I'm Igmund's uncle, as well as his steward. Oh, yes. Thank you. Here you go. Some gold for your assistance, and your discretion. The Jarl has put out a bounty on Forsworn. Here, take a look at this decree for details.
You speak to Igmund, son of Orofdir, Jarl of Markarth. It all started here, this rebellion. When the Empire lost the Reach during the Great War, we became desperate. We promised a group of Nord militia free worship in exchange for their help retaking the hold. Then the elves found out about it. We were forced to arrest all of them. Ulfric Stormcloak, their leader, used the whole thing as proof that the Empire had abandoned Skyrim. The rebels called it the Markarth Incident. It was the founding day for the Stormcloaks, and where this war really started. My gods told me, poor Margaret, and witnesses report that the attacker was shouting some nonsense about being a Forsworn. I want to make things clear. Markarth has its troubles, but there are no Forsworn in this city. They are only a threat in the hills and along the roads where they live. Everywhere else, we are in control. The White Gold Concordant, our treaty with the elves after the Great War, forbids free worship of Talos. But that's what we promised Ulfric and his men. It seems foolish looking back, but at the time we were hoping the elves wouldn't find out. So when they did find out, it was either we arrest Ulfric and the militia, or enter into yet another war with the Aldmeri Dominion. The choice was clear, and now Ulfric threatens the thinly veiled peace we sacrificed so much for. When the Aldmeri Dominion invaded the Imperial City, the Legion all but turned a blind eye to the other provinces. Many of the disgruntled natives of the Reach used the opportunity to depose the Empire, and founded what they called an independent kingdom. It was little more than a chaotic uprising, but the Reach was removed from Imperial authority for 2 years before we reclaimed it. But the leaders of the uprising refused our offers of peace. They fled into the hills and became the Forsworn. If you'll excuse me, I have a city to run.
Yes? Mm-hmm.
The Silverblood family will be hurt. We own Sidna Mine, best prison in Skyrim. We keep the Reach safe. We flood Markarth with... He's busy forgetting that Ulfric Stormcloak saved this city from the Forsworn. Ulfric's a... He used the Thum, shouted those Forsworn from the walls. Then he led a band of Nord warriors in to take the city, just like Talos himself at the Battle of Old Hroldan, reclaiming the Reach from those heathen natives. Stay out of trouble in my city.
I'm Calcelmo's nephew. I help him around the laboratory.
What are you doing here? The excavation site is closed. I don't need any more Nechuan Zell? The ruins? You idiot! Do you even know who... Oh, I'm sorry, I got too excited. I'm in the middle of some very stressful work. Yes, their history and culture is... They invented machines and built elaborate underground cities where they researched powers to rival the gods themselves. And then, at a time we are still not sure when, they disappeared. The whole people, all at once, leaving behind only their works. Persistent, aren't you? I'll let you in if you agree to something for me. There's a giant spider in the Nechuan Zell. If you deal with Nimhi, I'll let you into both the excavation site and my dwelling. Enthusiasm. Good. Here's the key to the dig site. I have things to study. What is it? Spells and incantations, for those with the talent to cast them. What? Goodbye.
Don't bother with Tacitus. Useless. You'd think an apprentice could forge a few hinges. Not Tacitus. Tacitus? Boy's an Imperial. I keep showing him in the Legion. The Imperial smiths used to read books when they couldn't set their hammers straight. Wisdom of the old, I guess. If you find a book called The Last Scabbard of Acrish, could you bring it to me? Tacitus, sure. Thanks. Grew up in a stronghold. Every orc girl tended the forge at some point. But a girl has to grow up, and life in the stronghold asked for a lot in return. So I joined the Legion, mastered my trade. That's right. An orc stronghold. Kept to our... Wasn't enough for me, though. I left. Didn't want to end up as the third wife of some lowly chieftain.
I've been looking for you.
Well.
Got something. Let's see. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Excuse me, but do you know anything about this house? I'm with the Vigil of Stendar. We believe this house might have been used for Daedra worship, evil rites and so forth. I was actually just about to head on inside. Follow me, and keep your eyes open. Daedra are powerful creatures and tricksters. Never know what you'll find.
Whoa. Fresh food. No wood. Out on the furniture. Someone's in here recently, but the people I asked say no one enters.
Bathe in your blood! Give up! You can't win!